Okay, hello everybody, and thank you Ariba Khan for such a lovely introduction. I also want to thank TEDx and Podar World School for inviting me here today as your esteemed guest. And I would like to mention the Patra girl. I think her name was Akshita. Yes, Akshita. Superb, so confident, and just like a wow, you know how they say it. Seeing her today in here perform so flawlessly on the stage and getting so much data in, I wonder how they do it. I think nowadays schools like Podar and the education system has gone up to the notch that they are providing this kind of platform to schools, and kudos to the school and management and the teachers. Cause once when I was small, I was still not very young, maybe in 11th or 12th, I decided to take part in a debate. So this debate competition was an inter-school debate. I think it was about energy and conservation of energy. So I was like, yeah, let's do. I'm great with language. You know, I can do a debate. So I went up with all the confidence. It was me. So they announced my name. I went up to the stage and I saw a lot of people around. And that was my first time doing a debate. So I was like, okay, what do I do now? I forgot my lines. It was so horrible. I wanted to say, good morning, teachers, chief guest. And I said, good morning. I look up, my legs started shaking. I was like, good morning, teachers and chief minister. And my goodness, there were like hundreds of people, students, they all started laughing. And that was the most embarrassing situation of my life. What do I do about it? Do I shy away and stay like that? No, I don't think so. So I think sports, because I've been doing sports and because I'm an MMA fighter, that fighter instinct was in me and I kept fighting against everything in my life. So I started talking in front of the mirror to boost my confidence. Stage fright, I tried and took a few sessions of personality development and how to talk in public and stuff like that. But again, with sports and all, my confidence boost up. So let me introduce myself real quick again. As Ariba said, I'm a first professional MMA fighter. So yeah, fighter. You must be guessing that I fight a lot, but I fight professionally, right? And a lot of people in public, they keep asking, are you not afraid of getting punched in the nose or on your face? What will happen to your face? Yes, I'm afraid, but not of getting punched. I'm afraid of being unsuccessful and I'm afraid of failure. So that's why these hurdles and all, they don't really back me up. What I do is I train really hard. My first objective in life was to impress my dad. I wanted to make my dad happy. My dad is a traditional karate guy, martial arts, very disciplined, very strict, never used to praise me, never used to express his love towards me, and I was really, really impressed by my dad. He was my hero back then. So I was like, पापा शाबाश बोल देना इसके लिए चलो कराटे करते हैं. I used to hate getting up early in the morning. I used to hate doing all the strenuous exercise, training, getting punched. I used to punch और defense में ही मुझे ही लगता था because I used to train with the boys and they are super strong. So I was like, क्या करना है पापा एक शाबाशी बोल दे. I used to train harder, impress. I bagged a lot of gold medals as a kid. Then I turned into kickboxing. So that's how my journey for martial arts started. And eventually, over the years, I think 20-25 years, I've been in field of martial arts just to have this recognition and just to have, my dad feel proud about me. So what I do, I reach a lot of stages. Karate कर लिया, medals आ गए. Kickboxing कर लिया, medals आ गए. और क्या चाहिए मुझे? So then I got to know few of my friends who were doing MMA. You will be thinking MMA क्या है? Does anybody know what's MMA in the crowd here? Just by show of hands, what is MMA? Not many know, right? Don't worry about it. I am here to introduce MMA in Baroda. I think couple of years back, even my mom, she didn't know about MMA. When relatives used to ask what your kid does, what your daughter does, my mama used to say, "Kahi nahi, hum judo karate kare chhe." So I used to work so hard and she used to say like this, not her fault because MMA was not a thing. But now that we see with UFC and Matrix Fight Night, Metrics Fight Night is such great promotion. It is initiated by Tiger Shroff, Krishna Shroff and Aisha Shroff ma'am. It is one of the hugest platform that we have in India right now. And I was the first female fighter. They got it on their roster. So there are a lot of fighters in India doing crazy, even better than me, younger than me, stronger than me. But I was one who was really, really skilled and determined with never give up attitude. So I was the first one to get selected into pro, and that's when my dad told me the first time in life that, beta, I'm very proud of you. So that thing was solved. I achieved that thing, got myself into pro. But the hardship, the journey wasn't easy, because from childhood till the pro journey, it was very, very tough. It's not like I have led a normal life. Normally what happens, when kids have college or they are working, what do? They enjoy party with friends, they go out. I never had that kind of life because I had training. I had to, get that gold medal. I was the first one to get gold medal in kickboxing full contact tournament back then. I was the first girl, first from Gujarat. मेरे से पहले तो किसी ने गोल्ड मेडल किक बॉक्सिंग में लाया ही नहीं था. So, this was my first, lot of first I have achieved in life. Thank you. And I think this is all because, I just wanted one thing from my dad, that he's proud of me. So I kept on hustling a lot, sacrificed on my personal life, sacrificed on friends. I don't have any friends, I'll tell you what. I don't have any friends because I cannot catch up. I do not go to cafes, I do not eat out that much. So, बनता ही नहीं है फिर friends का मेरे से. So I lost a lot of friends like that. Even I don't get asked for date, because lot of guys are like, यार fighter है मार देगी. Dude, I'm not a psycho. And yeah, I'm kind of pretty also, so yeah. But no, I don't get asked also. So yeah, that is life, and it's lonely up there. But it's okay. I guess on the top they say it's very lonely, but the view from the top is amazing. So after achieving and getting into pro, lot of struggles, because in Gujarat we didn't have a lot of facilities, we did not have MMA culture. Sorry, MMA was pretty new back then. So I had to go to Delhi, I had to go to Thailand. एक साल में 2 महीने उधर रहो, training करो. वो Thai people, they do not understand English. They train you the way they want. It's very tough out there. कुछ भी खाओ, training करो, वापस आओ. यहाँ पे MMA spread किया. My main thing is, okay, now I'm an MMA fighter. National में gold आ गया. First lady to win the gold in national. Cool. What next? What do I do? So I thought, okay, चलो मेरे लिए तो facility नहीं थी. मैंने तो struggle करके सीख लिया. But for the fighters of Gujarat, there are a lot of talent in Gujarat. So I want to do something and provide a facility. That's when I quit my job. I had worked in corporate and school like 4-5 years back till 2019. I was working with a school as a karate teacher. So working 7 hours in a school, then training my fighters for 4-5 hours. I have worked like crazy hours, 11 to 12 hours in a day with some sleep and hardly any time to socialize. So that's how I'm a solo rider. After that, what happened? I thought, let me just rent a place and start coaching. I started coaching. I wanted to spread the knowledge of MMA and awareness that this is great. As a sports, if you want to build a career in MMA, this is amazing. Street में अगर as a self-defense, this is the most effective. You don't have to get panicked because there's a mix of all the techniques. Like boxing भी कर सकते हो आप, kickboxing भी कर सकते हो. You can do Muay Thai. You can do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the most amazing form of self-defense. एक लड़की जो maybe 20 years की है, she can beat up a guy who is like very heavy and bodybuilding, because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu doesn't require strength. It is all on the leverage. So I fell in love with BJJ. That's what we call Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I fell in love with Muay Thai and it turned into my passion. करना नहीं था बचपन में मुझे, ये तो पापा ने पुश कर दिया था कि मेरी बेटी है तो कराटे तो करेगी. I used to hate it. But gradually over the period of years, just to, impress him, I started doing and fell in love with the process. I chucked my job. I started something of my own. Over like 4-5 years hua hai. Now I have 2 gyms. And maybe, you know, grace of God, I'll have a third one in January this year, which will be the biggest gym in Gujarat for MMA. So I'm saying I'm just not a athlete who is successful, not a pro debutant who is successful, but I think I'm also an entrepreneur who's made it, because अगर आप 20-30 मेडल ले लोगे तो उसके बाद क्या, फाइनेंशियली यू विल हैव टू बी इंडिपेंडेंट, राइट, फॉर योर करियर, क्योंकि सब्जी बेचना तो नहीं था मुझे 20 मेडल के लिए. एंड आई नो दैट्स अ सैड स्टोरी इन इंडिया, because a lot of athletes who are great Olympic medals and then they end up very miserable life. I was pretty sure and strong-headed that I want every aspect of my life to be successful. And I'm grateful to be here, because 3-4 years back, I was working in a school as a karate teacher. That's not even a proper teacher. Karate teacher is ऐसे ही PT teacher जैसे होते हैं. From there to be here today, invited on the stage by Poda School as a TEDx, कुछ तो मैंने सही किया है लाइफ में, राइट? It's all on my hard work. So there's this phase of mine wherein I became a very successful athlete, first from Gujarat, first from India, क्योंकि लाखों fighters है और girls तो बहुत ही है, उसमें से select होना टाइगर श्रॉफ के MFN में, it's a big thing that I've achieved. And after that, also running a business, running 2 gyms already. My gym's name is Dojo. That's what we call a place where you practice martial arts. So the dojo is my dream. Actually, not my dream, it was my dad's dream. So he couldn't fulfill it that well, but I've carried it and made it a very big, place for him. I think the mic's on. So I've made it a bigger dream. And apart from that, my third thing is now I have achieved what I have to. I want to give it back to the society. So I'm also joining a social cause wherein I go to orphanages, I teach self-defense courses to the orphan girls. Sometimes I go to underprivileged children and we have this group wherein we impart self-defense training, because I think खाना जितना important है, कपड़ा जितना important है, your fitness or a self-defense, especially for girls, is very, very important. So being said that, I'm also starting this initiative. Anybody from the crowd who is interested and who are, alongside any NGO, I would like to be a part of you to impart my skill and, maybe save somebody. So thank you all. This is my short and sweet journey, and wish me luck, because I have my upcoming fight. I'm representing Gujarat again, and I have my fight in April. So I want you guys to support me for the fight. Thank you so much.